breaking limits, redefine. On a mission, yeah, on a rise. Breaking limits, redefine. On a mission, yeah.
I'm at the Mountain America Center photographing Boise State play St. Mary's College, and I photographed basketball before, but I've never photographed college basketball, let alone on film. This was a very eye-opening experience for me, and I think one of the biggest things that I learned from the first half is that I was so scared to take a shot. I was so hesitant to just pull the trigger, and there were moments when I was like, man, I should have just taken the shot. I should have taken it, regardless of whether or not it was in focus. I'm not sure why I was so scared on the ISO for Cinestill 800. Like, I was absolutely terrified. I was sitting on the court, and I was debating on to push it to 16 or 3200, and I'm not sure why I was so scared. Maybe it's just because I only have run roll and it's $17, and I'm like, I just can't mess this up. I've only gone through one complete roll in an entire half, and maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. And one of the things that I've realized with film is that you certainly delay in taking the shots. Like, I know I was sitting there and I was thinking to myself, like, man, I have not taken many. It's one of those things where you really take your time, and I've got one more roll of Portra 800, and I have another roll of 3200 Ilford that I've got to shoot, and I have about 15 minutes to do it. So I want to talk about the Canon 1V for a second. The autofocus is actually really good. I haven't selected any points, and I've just let the camera pick what to focus on, and it does really well. And that's why I bought this camera, is because the autofocus is so good. The Canon 1V is the 1DX version, but in a film camera, and especially when you put a fast lens on it, like, it's actually really impressive. And there's no way that I could do my job without it, because I can rely heavily on the autofocus, and I know that it's going to nail it for the most part. There were some shots where I'd manually focus just because they were more stationary, they were abstract, and it was just easier for me to control it. But when I'm photographing the action, like, I'm leaving it on continuous, and I'm watching what it does, and it amazes me. So, more to follow on that, but man, what a rush. I feel like I need to take a break for a second and just get myself ready for the second half. So here we go.